So that is my day one, which I completely failed. Well, I failed my first workout. This is day one. But don't be sad. I did most of it. So I did the first thing was dumbbell chest press, and then went through and did shoulder press, and then tricep push down. Today was a push day. And at the very end, I had to do leg lifts for my abs. And I tell you, I had the cramp of the worst cramp I ever felt. And so I looked up, I went on the internet to go, how do I avoid getting cramps? I never got an answer. I think the guys that I saw said one guy was getting cramps doing the cable curls or cable crunch, and he said he doesn't do those anymore because he gets cramps. So I'm like, what? Another guy goes, drink electrolytes, zinc, potassium, vitamins, but I do that. So why I had the cramps? I just figured I was out of shape. So, anyways, I think next time what I'm gonna do, and I'm telling you that the cramps lasted like for about an hour. If I just bent over, it would start cramping. And I can feel it right now, but it's not cramping. So what happens? I tell my daughter this. What happens when you fall down? You get back up. All right. So I did my workout, 3 exercises. Each rep I did for a period of 1 minute, except for the crunch, because I can do that. I think I lasted 40 seconds. And so tomorrow is another workout day, day 2, but we will continue. We got day 1 in the can, and I want to tell you guys, I'm cutting out cheese. I'm going to cut out cheese for the week. Maybe I'll have a cheat day, but I do remember that one of my training days that milk, for whatever reasons, was, and I don't know if this is true, so take this with a grain of salt, but it just caused me to gain weight. And so I had cheese, tortillas. I think there was something about, I was eating a lot of tortillas because I just wasn't a bread guy. So I'd make tortilla sandwiches or wraps. And someone had said there's milk in that. But then you're taking protein powder and you're drinking that. So I don't know. Anyways, cheese was one of the biggest things that made me gain weight. And so when you have a family of 4, well, baby doesn't count. When you have a family of 3 who thrives on cheese, what are you going to do? And I can tell you a confession time. This weekend, I ate like crap. Chocolate almonds from Costco. Yeah, kind of probably ate about 3 cups of those. And cheese. And I didn't have the pizza. I had, what did I eat? I think we had meatballs. I think I ate a steak. I had a steak instead. So I'm trying to cut back on the amount of process type foods other than the chocolate. And we'll see how that goes. The workout was good. I could feel it. I mean, I definitely got a pump, and the triceps were burning when I was doing my pushdowns. The shoulder press was good. I did a little bit of a back decline a little bit, so I wasn't sitting straight up, but that was good. So I think, and I'm trying to do a minimalist type workout where I'm working out 6 days a week, but because of time, I'm only doing 3 exercises and push pull legs, which I'm dreading legs. I'll be honest with you. I just don't like legs. Push pull legs, and we'll see how that goes. And I've been doing 4 sets. I do 4 sets. Usually the first set, what was I doing 3? Maybe it was, no, I thought I was doing 4. Usually the first set is, if you're going to count 5, is my warm up. But I think once I got warmed up, I could progress. When I thought I was going to start at 10 pounds for my shoulders because it's been so long, I actually started at 15 because 10 just felt really light. So and then just worked on my technique there and gradually progressed. So that is my day one, which I completely failed. But, well, 90%. But here's a tip. Here's a tip for you dads who have young kids like I do. My daughter's 5. If into this whole AI arena, take a picture of her stuffed animal or a doll, and we did both. And a lot of the AI engines now are, you can try it for free and all that. And we made the doll come alive. And she had a little stuffed dog, and the dog came alive. So I have a background in film production, and so I just wanted to see how good AI is doing in the film process. And so I think the best, I even tried via Google's VO3. I even tried Google's VO3, and it didn't do too well. I did try different prompts. So if you're using prompting makes a huge difference. That's one of the things I'm learning in my AI fellowship, and we started that in the very beginning. It's advanced prompting. I'm actually going to be doing a class, a real quick class on how to improve your prompting skills and some of the websites that I'm learning about. Because it's crazy. Everything changes all the time. AI, just constant. So I'm going to try that, and I'm going to put that out there. That will be for sale, but it's only going to be $20. That's not that much. But just to kind of solidify how you prompt, different techniques of prompting, and then some of the sites out there that help you prompt. But going back to the video, so what I did was I took a picture and I stuck it into, let's say, ChatGPT, and I said, help me come up with a image to video prompt to utilize and make this into a video. And I want it cinematic, or you can make it a cartoon, or I did cinematic, and it literally gave me a prompt that was pretty in depth. It was something that I typed up. And so I think once you start this rhythm of understanding how AI works, and then you understand how to talk to it, and then you understand the capabilities it can do, I think it starts to gradually get better. And I don't know if I said this before, but I was watching another video. Now I'm unemployed, so take this with a grain of salt too. I've been looking for a job, and but everyone's afraid that their job's going to be taken. And so, just a tip: one of the things that I heard that really stuck with me is he said, "AI is not going to take your job. People who know how to use AI will take your job." So that's another reason why I got into this little area. So if you've been following my journey, which just really began, I'll give you a little feedback of what happened to me and why I started going down this AI road. And I know this is not 100% focused on fitness, but I did create a GPT for fitness. I applied for a job. So I got laid off, aerospace company, January. You could probably figure that one out. And I applied for a job that is in doing a lot of security stuff and cameras and all that stuff, but they're utilizing AI. And one of the questions, which I've never had before, is tell me how you use AI. And it dawned on me, like, either write my resume, summarize, learning development, create a curriculum, look at that, structure information. Wasn't really that. It was very light. It was like sprinkles on a cupcake. See, now I'm hungry. So I didn't get the job. But what it made me do was think about, I need to be educated about AI. And so that's what caused me to go down this path and really start to investigate. And I took a general AI generalist quick weekend certification program. And then from there, I jumped into an AI fellowship, which I'm in now. And, you learn about RAG and you learn about MCP, which we just talked about. And a lot of people, it's trying to wrap your brain around this concept. Like, I'm still trying to figure out having the MCP, utilizing MCP, how can I utilize that in my everyday life or business that makes sense? Because then you're having that tool set and having a local client. So those are the type of things that I'm going down, and it's just making me think. And so playing around and trying to practice the things that I'm learning, it dawned on me like I don't even know how to. I see all these crazy videos, good and bad, with AI. And I'm like, I better learn how to do that if I'm in learning and development or if I go into content development. And instead of just recording myself, I could just make something. So just I am real. I'm not a bot. I am not a virtual person of myself, which maybe in the future, but not on this channel. Not on a vlog. That doesn't make any sense. Um, so just keeping you posted. Day one went well. Some thoughts I had was I got cramps in my abs. Got to work on my abs more. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.